You know when you pull a 10 out of 10 and you go back to your place and you have the most incredible sex of your life, then she leaves in the middle of the night? Well, that was Picard season 3. But in the case of fucking Starfleet Academy, it's like masturbating with sandpaper. Star Trek Starfleet Academy, or as I'm going to frickin' refer to it in my own headcanon, Star Turd Starship Academy, is the worst Star Trek show ever and is one of the worst shows to my knowledge. I have never seen a show this bad. It is absolutely terrible. Yeah, it's that fucking bad. Coming to you from Alex Kurtzman, the absolute prick who has a monopoly on all things Trek, with the backing of motherfucking Paramount. Starfleet Academy is so bad, I can't believe it. And last year, we got fucking Section 31. Star Trek Legacy by Terry Matalas died for this. That could have been an awesome show, but of course, it got canned by fucking Kurtzman.
Fuck.
But enough dilly-dallying of what could have been or how I've set up the show. Let's just jump straight into this complete and utter excrement of a show that is an entire fucking car crash. So, before we even start the episode, we get the new introduction of Star Trek 60 Years, and it shows all the ships. Except Picard's Enterprise G, seriously fuck you, and the animated shows. Clearly showing that Kurtzman has zero respect for what came before, and you can just fucking tell. The absolute disrespect by not showing that is insane, considering this is 60 years of Star Trek 2. But, oh, we have to show the Discovery. Wow. It's just absolutely fucking baffling. The episode hasn't even started and I'm already already fucking pissed, man. So we then get an utter disrespectful opening by fucking ripping on the classic Star Trek openings. You know, the classic.
Space, the final frontier.
These are the continuing voyages of the Starship Enterprise.
Its continuing mission: to explore strange new worlds.
To seek out new life forms and new civilizations.
To boldly go where no man has gone before.
But no, it's Holly Hunter narrating what happened in Discovery, so that if you're a newcomer to coming into this series, you get a sense of what you're missing out. But she references the burn and how that essentially ruined Starfleet. And to those who don't know what the burn is, well, haha, strap in because you're gonna have to sit down for this one. So the burn is essentially an event that destroyed every dilithium crystal in the known universe, and the dilithium crystal is the fuel source of ships within the Federation. So, how did they all get destroyed? Well, again, I have to reiterate, strap in folks, because this needs to be absolutely heard to be believed, because I can't even believe it myself, but this is actually real. The burn is the result of some fucking kid crying out for its mommy. No, I'm serious. And that scream destroyed every dilithium crystal in the universe, and the reason he has this fucking ability is because his cells had been mixed in with the dilithium, and they had become one. That's like dousing your fucking kid in petrol and diesel, and when that fucking retard has a goddamn tantrum, every single car on Earth blows up. Seriously, what the hell were you thinking, writers? What the hell, Kurtzman? After the opening, we finally get into the episode proper, with She-Hulk herself, Tatiana Maslany.
I'm an expert at controlling my anger because I do it infinitely more than you.
What a fucking bitch, am I right?
Anyway, she gives out a secret code to her son and is trying to go for a loving connection. This scene is going for a loving connection between the son and the mother, having that, that classic, well, the mom really cares about her son, so that when they're separated, well, shit happens. Too bad I don't really care. Also, fuck me, that this is one scary toy. Like, Christ, man, it looks like it's a Freddy animatronic small toy thing. It's fucking creepy as shit. She-Hulk then further explains to her son who she was working with and why. And yeah, essentially, it's because of this reason.
He was very good at helping me find food.
Wait. Hold on. We have replicators in the future. Why the need to steal?
He wasn't good at telling me how he was gonna do it.
How else was he going to get the food? You're kidding, right?
He's a pirate.
No shit.
We'll always be together.
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
Two Starfleet security officers come in and take the mother and her child. She and another prisoner named Nurse Braca, played by the immensely talented Paul Giamatti. Seriously, Paul, what the fuck are you doing here? Anyway, our protagonist, I suppose, if you want to call her that, is played by Holly Hunter. Now, I cannot tell you the life of me what her name is, but for the sake of the review, I will call her Holly. She enters the room, and now we realize that this is now a trial. Holly then explains what Braca did. He murdered a shuttle pilot in order to steal food. In so doing, turned the She-Hulk thing into an accomplice. Holly then says that Braca will be sentenced to a Federation penal colony. I mean, yeah, that's fair. He did murder a Starfleet pilot. He stole rations, and Holly also established that there had been 12 other incidences like this in the past. But, like, there's no lawyer, there's no evidence, no witnesses. This is not a trial. It seems more like the mind has been already made up, and, she hasn't really turned this into a fair and honest trial. It seems like, the Federation would do that, but I guess this isn't the proper Federation anymore. No, it's an actual drumhead trial at this point. And we all know how those turn out, don't we?
It said I didn't dispense summary justice. Decisions were quick, punishments severe. Appeals denied.
Holly then sentences She-Hulk herself, and instead of getting a normal theft charge, she is actually getting sentenced with a felony theft charge.
You will be placed in a rehabilitation camp.
Quick question, and stop me if I'm wrong, but since she is an accomplice for murder, shouldn't she, be charged with a murder charge too of some kind? Also, we're supposed to feel bad for this woman, but the fact is that she helped a known criminal to steal food, in which so doing led to the death of a Starfleet officer. And the fact that she is getting a lighter charge than Braca should be a gift. Now, obviously, she will be separated by her child, but fuck me, she's a criminal who helped a murderer. I wouldn't want to keep that kid with that mother. And hell, Holly Hunter further states this.
It's not prison, you'll have visitation rights. That's as far as I could get them.
So clearly, it's not ideal in any means. It's not ideal by any means, but if you serve your time right, you'll be out in no time. And you get visitation rights for your son. So clearly, this is a fucking win-win, man. All you need to do is stay strong in front of your child. And don't say anything stupid that will make you not see your kid for 15 years.
In the business, we call this foreshadowing.
Holly Hunter tells She-Hulk that her child will become a ward of the Federation. Meanwhile, Braca is laughing away, and honestly, I feel the exact same reaction. It was so fucking funny, and I couldn't stop laughing. As She-Hulk is being taken away, she tells her son,
Don't trust them! Don't trust them!
I'm sure this will go swimmingly. So Holly then meets with the boy, Caleb, and tries to comfort the young boy.
I can only imagine that you're scared.
Gee, I wonder what gave that away, you fucking moron. She tries to get the kid to go to a Bajorian school. So, I mean, at least she's trying to give the kid a good education. She promises that he will be able to see his mother again. Aww, I'm glad she's not stupid and thinking this is genuine. It's not like she's going to get outsmarted by a kid, so she gets outsmarted by a kid when he steals her comm badge, and he uses that in order to escape the facility.
Stupid! You're so stupid!
So, I guess I might as well ask, 1, how the hell was he able to steal it? 2, how the hell was using her comm badge able to get out of there? 3, how the hell is he able to jump out of there? That is a big jump. How was he able to jump down and get out of there at the age of like 6? 4, how is he able to navigate his way to safety in a fucking sandstorm, especially one as heavy as this? 5, is there breathable air? I suppose, but he's just a kid, so how the hell is he able to figure that out? The whole thing makes no sense. And how does he get off the fucking planet?
It just raises too many questions.
We then move 15 years in the future as Caleb is being transported to a penal colony. The ghosts from Destiny then scan the prisoner as it establishes that this is now a grown-up Caleb. The ghost then establishes that he has led a life of crime and rebellion. Great job, She-Hulk. Even in another franchise and universe, you are still a piece of shit that affects every other person in a negative way. Congratulations. The guards then confront Caleb instead of leaving him be, and considering they are so close to the prison itself, this seems like a really stupid move. We then see Caleb is a smartass, and this is the moment where it hit me where I get where Kurtzman is going with this fucking character. He wants Caleb to be like his iteration of James T. Kirk from the Kelvin Timeline movies. A rebellious kid at an early age who would then be roped into Starfleet and mentored by a captain who will inspire him to be the best cadet he can be, while also still being that rebellious rogue.
How original.
So Caleb then engineers an escape by fighting everyone in the shuttle. But like, man, this is such a bad scene and it's so filled with holes, man. First, what is up with this fight? It's so stupid. It's shot poorly and it just overall just does not flow well. Second, why does pushing a man against the shield knock it down in order to, well, get access to the front of the shuttle? Also, you can add this onto attempted murder as he bites off one of their ears. Man is going to be a prison bitch in that penal colony. Caleb then gets access to the shuttle and is able to set in a destination. What? How is he able to do that? He's a prisoner. That makes no sense. This is the far future of the 32nd century. So shouldn't there be, oh, I don't know, safety protocols, IDs in order to fly the damn shuttle so that prisoners don't get access to the fucking shuttle to escape?
You have no brain.
One of the guards then comes up from behind and tries to strangle him. Dude, what are you thinking? Use one of those shock sticks. Why not use that instead of going up from behind and strangling him? The ship then fucks about, and thanks to the power of fucking retardation, you'd think there would be, oh, I don't know, stabilizers or some sort of dampeners in order to stabilize the damn ship. But nope. Also, add this onto the list of fucking charges. Reckless flying. Caleb is unable to find his mother, and he is then recaptured by his captors. Great job, dude. Wonderful, you fucking moron.
And it was pointless.
We finally get to the opening titles, man. Oh, fuck, man. This is going to be a long one, boys, so strap in. We transition to Bajor as we see Holly Hunter teach kids. So, this is where she wanted to teach Caleb, and in all honesty, what a selfish mother She-Hulk was. This looks like a great place for a kid to grow up. Fuck you, She-Hulk. We then get a return of a character from Discovery, Charles Vance, played by Oded Fahir? I want to go with that. Anyway, and the music even does the classic Trek theme, like he's some legacy character. And, like, seriously, fuck off show. I like the actor, but no one in modern Trek deserves it. Not even anyone from, I would say, Picard Season 3. And I love that show. This also establishes that she is over 400 years old and a fucking midget, because Charles literally had to squat down to hug her. Charles then says that they are establishing Starfleet Academy in San Francisco. They are reopening it, and all the colleges on ships will now be transferred to the San Francisco Starfleet Academy facility. So they were holding all the training on a warp college after the burn?
What are you, fucking retarded?
Why would they be all on ships when the burn destroyed fucking every ship?
It just raises too many questions.
Charles then offers Holly the role of Chancellor and a full reinstatement of her role as captain. However, she doesn't accept it after separating Caleb from his mother. What was the fucking alternative? Putting the kid in prison with the mom? Letting the mom off scot-free with the kid? But after an ADR exposition dump, seriously, what is this shot?
You're part Lanthanite. You were there centuries ago when Starfleet was at its best.
He then ropes her in once again with one more fruit dangle.
We found Caleb near alive.
Motherfucker, why not open with that? So Holly then goes to the prison in a fucking leather jacket outfit. What the fuck is this outfit? Seriously? Is she auditioning to be a biker? What the fuck? We see Caleb and he is fucking Bane. Like, I mean, the mask looks awful and he has like zero intimidation factor. Like, seriously. Anyway, she then gives more background info on Caleb when he
hacked the Imperial security system.
Now, how do you think he did that?
I'm thinking you used programmable matter.
I know my
Now, what is programmable matter? Well, apparently it's, quote, a substance used in the 32nd century, consisting of minute nanomolecules. The matter had the abilities of redistributing and redesigning itself into pre-programmed shapes. Its antimatter counterpart was programmable antimatter, capable of reading biosigns. The programmable matter was highly adaptive to a user. It learned and adjusted to the user's reflexes, creating interface styles that were unique to each individual. End quote. So basically, it's motherfucking magic. So don't think about it, you fucking idiot, you moron. What are you thinking? Why would you put any thought into what programmable matter is, you retard? They then chat and obviously it's confrontational as Holly asks why he is wasting away, and this feels very similar to the conversation between Kirk and Pike in 2009 Star Trek. It just has that familiar bullshit, same shitty Kurtzman, different project. And she then tells Caleb what the prisoner officers do to captured thieves.
Cut off your fingers one at a time, then your hands. Then they'll make you dig tunnels with your wrists.
How does that even make sense, you fucking bellend? She then tries to plead her case to Caleb, saying it was a mistake. She resigned because of it, and that she has been searching for him every day. Okay, alright. Let's break this down, shall we? Separating a criminal from their child. I don't think it's a mistake. you still offered visitation rights, so while not ideal, I think that's more than what she should have gotten considering she was an accomplice to murder. Second, she resigned. Now, that was your own choice. You stand by your own principles, and I'm sure that will help you with your third point, which was the reason you resigned, right? Third, you have been searching for him for the last 15 years.
Bullshit.
I'm sorry. Seriously, show. Screw off. You did not establish that. We saw Holly teaching kids. If we had seen, I don't know, her room showing that she has notes or some sort of trail trying to find him, I would somewhat buy it. But as of this show, it just shows her teaching kids on Bajor. So stop lying to me, show. Liar! She then says that he can be a part of Starfleet because he is a low-level offender.
Sure, Jan.
Caleb then bites back with what his mother told him, and Holly tells Caleb that his mother broke out of prison a year ago. Wait, whoa, what? I'm sorry, repeat that again to me, Holly?
Your mother broke out of prison a year ago.
Are you fucking kidding me?
So, you blatantly lied to not just Caleb, but also She-Hulk herself when you said
you will be placed in a rehabilitation camp.
So, instead you sent her to prison, and she's been there for 14 years. You didn't really rehabilitate her, you fucking moron. Anyway, Holly then says that she will help Caleb find his mom, and this is the only way she can help. Sure, I guess. Caleb then agrees as Holly talks with Caleb about haircut regulations. As we see the school, and we see that it will be placed on the USS Athena. As we hear everyone's favorite former late night host, Stephen Sorry, I had a bit of vomit coming out of that. Stephen Colbert be the AI of the ship and tells us all classes are on the ship and on Earth. Why not just have it be on Earth? Shouldn't the ones about to graduate be the ones to take lessons on the ship? Considering there will be, I don't know, unknown dangers out there? We finally see the infamous, the hideous, the absolute fat fuck herself, the half Jem'Hadar, half Klingon weirdo, Commander Laura Thok.
Cadet Master.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Now, excluding the whole design of her and, well, her weight and all that, let's talk about her being half Klingon, half Jem'Hadar, shall we? This makes zero fucking sense, as the Jem'Hadar do not have genitals, so no dicks, no vag, because they are genetically engineered clones, soldiers grown in vats. So why would they have a need for sexual reproduction? As they are not born naturally. They are purely designed by the changelings to be sexless and focused solely on combat, as they were used to be the primary fighting force during the Dominion War back on the show Deep Space Nine. They are artificially created without reproductive organs, serving as male-appearing androgynous warriors dependent on Ketracil White, which is a drug substance. So, with that out of the way, how the ever-loving fuck did a Klingon and a Jem'Hadar fuck? You fucking retard, Kurtzman. You absolute fucking moron. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
Fuck you and your stupid fucking head. Your fucking retarded fucking head. Fuck you and your stupid fucking head. This is not a mistake. This is not an accident, you fucking retard. You did this on purpose. I talked to you before you went in. I fucking hate you. Fuck you. All the time and effort into this fucking show to help you guys out, and you can't do the simplest task. I fucking hate you. I hate you. I hate you. Retard.
And that's not even including if the genetics of a Klingon and a Jem'Hadar can coincide and fit together. But besides that, the look of the Jem'Hadar Klingon hybrid bullshit, it just looks awful. Also, I don't want to body shame, but she is just so fucking fat. She would bring dishonor to her warrior heritage if she was caught eating too much from the replicators. Also, it pays to being the Chancellor, as she has her quarters built to her specifications, and her library was transferred from Bajor? What?
Your library was transferred from Bajor.
A bloody library? Like a whole ass library? What the hell? Ugh. Anyway, Caleb doesn't want to do the whole uniform thing, and the fat half-breed weirdo takes offense to him, while Holly just looks at the situation like she's holding back a laugh. Jesus, man. Fatty then gets one of the cadets, who is a Klingon named Jaden.
Fuck me over fucking fuck.
And she then gets him to put his gear on his back. And this Klingon wants to be a healer and not be a warrior.
And why do you not yearn for the honor of a valiant death in battle like the rest of our kind cadet craft?
Fuck off, lady. You're not a Klingon. You're a genetic freak that Kurtzman thought up on the shitter. They then go to get their uniform as they walk through some sort of magical appearance changer. No, really. They walk through some door thing and it changes their fucking clothes and uniform, and it gives Caleb a haircut. Question: why didn't it give Jaden a haircut? Is it racist? Does it discriminate against certain races? What if your long hair was a part of your religion, and if you cut it off, it brings dishonor on your family, so you can't go home?
It just raises too many questions.
We then get this transition.
Mother.
Keeping it classy, Kurtzman. They go get their physical as the EMH from Voyager is looking over them. Caleb then gets a, I guess, shot that heals him from some sort of space bug thing, as we get this scene.
I think I swallowed my combat.
I'm sorry, what?
Already. Tricorder. Medical tricorder.
You're joking, right? So, Starfleet recruits fat people of color who are retards who will eat their goddamn comm badges on the first goddamn day. What message are you giving us, Kurtzman? This is very progressive of you, you bloody moron. Also, the fact that the other holograms do not know that the EMT wants a medical tricorder? What? We then get Holly on the bridge of the ship, and I hate it. I seriously hate it. It looks so similar to Discovery, to Picard, to Strange New Worlds. It looks way too clean, and man, it doesn't do anything to stand out from one another besides the name of the show. She addresses the names of the crew, so that's good, I guess, but she is so casual. I really hate it, especially this bit.
Everybody back to work. Have a seat.
Ugh. She then sits in the chair, and she is so tiny that it looks like she's going to get swallowed up by the damn thing. She then addresses the crew and the students on board the ship. She then gives a speech, and She says that some of the students here are the first of their kind and some are the last of their kind. I'm sorry, why would the last of the kind be here? They could die and their species would be extinct. Don't you think you should think this through, the show? I mean, seriously, no one? We also see the Athena herself, and it looks really bloody stupid. The fact that the nacelles are detached from the main body of the ship looks just retarded. It just does not look right. The chief medical officer, our EMH, is now on the bridge of the ship to report that all the students are all ready to go. And get your feet off that chair. What are you doing, woman?
The Enterprise has just discovered a strange new planet.
Anyway, after they take off, after a cringe speech, we see this weirdo try to say hi to other cadets, and also speaking in a dead language. Which, why? Don't you think speaking in dead languages, won't get you much attention from other people? One of the cadets named Genesis, makes friends with the weirdo Sam. They bump into Jayden as a group of bullies mess around and throw around his binoculars. Wow, Starfleet's best of the best, guys, like seriously. They're supposed to be adults too. And they are supposed to be professional, the best of the best. Caleb then interrupts them, and it just turned into a pissing match between them. Our favorite EMH is trying to get people to join the opera club, as he says a line that speaks to me.
Suicide? Just give it a try.
Sam then talks to the EMH and explains that she is a holographic student. Okay, whatever. I don't know why you would want a hologram for a student, but I'm not Alex Kurtzman, so I don't know. The EMH is clearly bothered by her, and I really hate this moment.
It's a colony of holograms?
We prefer photonics. You're the emergency medical hologram Mark 1.
I'm sorry. Say that again?
Hologram.
Yeah, check your own privilege, you retard. He then explains to Sam why he looks the way he does, which I think works well, the reason why.
About 500 years ago, I added an aging program to my matrix.
It's a fine enough reason. Sam wants the EMH to be her mentor, but this girl, like the retard she is, can't just take the hint. She is so annoying in this scene. I don't blame him in any way. Back to Caleb, he gets access to the USS Athena's, I guess, subspace messaging unit. As he uses the same code he and his mum shared, he checks to see if any messages have been sent his way. However, he has not received anything, so he transmits a message in the hopes that it finds its way to her. Well, I'm sure nothing bad will happen whatsoever. He gets caught by Genesis. We get some light banter, as it seems as though this episode lays the groundwork for their inevitable relationship. Oh joy. Back to the, oh for God's sake woman, get your feet off the chair, now! So the ship encounters some sort of anomaly. So the fat science woman thing recommends dropping out of warp for some classes, to pick up the anomaly in order to get the information data for classes. Well, I hope nothing bad happens, or else this will make that fatty look so stupid. They then pick up some tachyon readings, as it is revealed to be a trap, and they are attacked by mines made up of programmable matter, and it drains the power of the ship, so they are unable to activate shields or use weapons, as we see the enemy vessel. See, told you it's magic. The ship then harpoons the Athena. I'm sorry, what? Why the actual fuck are you harpooning the goddamn ship? You bloody morons. We then see immense damage from within the ship as cadets are being flung around. Well, I guess it's safe to say that they are dead. Some of these are dead. The EMH also explains that due to the attack, all the emergency medical holograms are down. Medical staff is in short supply. Wait, that can't be right.
The explosion damaged our emergency holo emitters. Medical staff is in short supply right now.
Are you actually fucking kidding me? Come the fuck on. Why are there no medical personnel that are human? Surely on a ship like this, there would have been medical staff that doesn't go down when they get attacked, you bloody morons. And that's not all the stupid. The stupid just keeps on chugging on. As the doctor further states,
multiple injuries, both cadet and officers, but no casualties.
Bull fucking shit! Come on! Are you kidding me? I called so much bullshit on this. Come the fuck on, show. Oh, for fuck's sake. The main characters come too, as the fat retard who ate her comm badge is saying,
Red alert! Red alert! Red alert! Red alert!
Now, I could potentially buy this as shock, but when your show already establishes that she eats her comm badge on her very first day, well, she is an idiot, isn't she?
I think I swallowed my comm badge. Red alert! Red alert! Red alert! Red alert!
Uh-oh, retard alert! Retard alert, class!
The genetic freak is injured as our protagonists get the Jem'Hadar Klingon Timu edition to the medbay. Caleb says he can kill the matter as long as he has a link to the bridge. Sam then uses her hologram tech abilities to light up the ship. Sure, I guess. Then they get Laura to the medbay in order to help her as she tells them what to do, as we finally see who is behind this devastating attack. And yeah, it's Braca.
Who?
Paul Giamatti's character.
Oh yeah, that's him.
He then appears on the ship, and what happened to the classic on-screen stuff from the classic and TNG era? Now you put in holograms in the ship where they just physically appear, but how is he walking about? It makes zero sense. In the previous era, it made sense. It was on screen, you could stand in front of the camera and talk with the other person. But in this, is his ship the same size? How is he walking about to the, same specifications? Is it the same size room? Is it the same layout on his ship? What if he trips over?
It just raises too many questions.
I will say Paul Giamatti is going full camp and he steals every scene he is in. So there is that, I guess. He reveals that he was able to find them, and yeah, that message Caleb sent, well, he caught it. So essentially, everything that has happened is his fault. And the writers must have known, because they clearly state there are no casualties. Fucking cowards. Because if they realized that, then they would have known that all of the blood, all of the death, all of the injuries are on his hands. Braca says he's not here for the kid, but he is here for the warp drive, and Holly tries to negotiate time in order to, oh for fuck's sake, the chair is not a fucking sofa, you moron.
In the Gamma Fallopian star system. Mr. Sulu, ahead warp 9.
Anyway, Caleb then tells Holly that he can get rid of the programmable matter, and yeah, he is clearly a beta Kirk, as he explains that they can't risk playing it safe. And holy hell, Holly, get your feet off that damn chair. Fuck. The Klingon then tries to help Laura in order to save her life. Genesis and the bully character Darum get outside in order to help Caleb as they scan the matter so that Caleb can get the job done faster. While this is happening, Baraka and his cronies get on the ship, and thank God they got rid of the original whistle that was in the trailer. Darum then transforms into his true form, and
Oh my God!
seriously, what the hell is even that?
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
It's so hideous, and like, I don't know if it's me, but doesn't it look like it's clipping through his uniform? It just looks really odd. So Darum goes outside the airlock because his race of people is able to survive in outer space. Sure, I guess. We then get some relationship and backstory building between the two, as Holly asks if they can eject them into outer space, as one of the crew mates says he would like to do nothing more. What fucking psychos? They are Starfleet officers. They are supposed to be better than that. But nope, they are willing to eject the enemy into outer space instead of, oh I don't know, transporting them into a holding cell. Jesus Christ. Genesis, well, she gets the EMH to come in and override the system in order to find the next station in order to use a tractor beam to get Darum. We then get a staple of classic Kurtzman trek, running down hallways to get to another location. You know, say what you will with J.J. Abrams, but at least when he did it, there was a vibrant energy to his directing. In this, Kurtzman just seems to film it with just pans, and it feels boring, you know? Caleb then has the code, and he needs to get to the same location Baraka is in order to use it. So, long story short, Genesis, tractor beams Darum, and Jaden is able to save Laura.
Dying really gets the blood pumping, eh?
The crew is able to bluff Baraka as Caleb makes his way to said location. However, Baraka realized their deception and confronts Caleb.
Hayden, you did keep me warm at night. Hate makes you a man, right?
Ha! Gay!
Ew, this is some really bad dialogue. Baraka reveals that he and Caleb's mother broke out of the prison together, as we get this really terrible fight. Like, wow, it is awful. Anyway, with the shields and weapons back online, Holly then gives the order to attack the enemy vessel. So, how do you think she would do this? Do you think she will attack the shields, weapons array, and defenses in order for them to open communications with them, like a proper Starfleet captain would? Or are we in Kurtzman era schlock, that they just blow it to hell because they are like bloodthirsty killers they are?
Blow that ship down.
With pleasure, Captain.
But Tony, you liked Picard Season 3, and they destroyed the strike like that.
Lieutenant Mira, target the strike.
With pleasure, Commander.
Yes, but that was 8 episodes of build-up. In this, they have only encountered it for like an hour. Anyway, after the fatty on the bridge says this is a teachable moment, oh, Jesus Christ, lady. Baraka then escapes in an emergency escape shuttle, but like, he's gonna get caught, right? Since his ship is destroyed, he'll be dangling in the middle of space for some time. And by then, Starfleet will pick him up and capture him, right?
LOL, JK.
We then get this, I guess, emotional moment? I guess if you want to call it that? With the students of the Athena looking out of the ship to see Earth as the song San Francisco plays.
If you're going to San Francisco.
We get these slow-mo shots as the ship approaches the new San Francisco Academy. And it's so cringe, man. I hate it so much. Caleb then is in Holly's quarters, and dare I say, it's a nice moment. Caleb is looking out as we see in the reflection his mom saying, "We will always be together." As he turns around, he sees Holly Hunter. Now, I'm not going to say it's amazing, but it is a nice moment enough. It's a bit of foreshadowing for the rest of the series, as Holly will be the surrogate mother figure to Caleb. It's not great, but I do think it is a nice enough moment, all things considered. Ugh. That's so gross, giving Kurtzman a compliment. I'll be right back. God. Holly then says that Caleb is potentially up for expulsion because of what he did. But then Holly also says that because he took the initiative and because he showed that he is willing to put his life above others, she offers him a deal. Stay in order to use Starfleet resources to find his mother with the help of Holly, or go out there and just leave. Holly then explains that she had a son until the burn happened, as it took his life. So yeah, we are really reinforcing the whole surrogate mother and son relationship between the two of them. Caleb then agrees with only 100 hours of labor instead of 180 hours. As we close out the episode, the closing credits has a light sort of motif trying to bank on that classic bright optimism of classic Trek with the motion picture font. Too bad it's attached to this piece of shit.
I can't do it.
Okay.
We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Right. Fucking thing sucks.
Jesus Christ, man. That was some utter dog shit, man. So Star Trek Starfleet Academy's first episode is beyond stupid and outrageous. It paints Starfleet in the worst way possible. The writing is beyond atrocious, and the direction is flat and lacks substance. The performances are not much to scoff at either. It is some of the worst acting I have ever seen. The best performance is Paul Giamatti, and that's because he is a campy villain that is chewing up the scenery. Holly Hunter isn't really giving a stellar performance as the lead of the show. Caleb as a sort of protagonist for the kid sort of side is Kirk light. No, scratch that. He's less than that. Good God, man. And this episode feels like a J.J. Abrams movie, but lesser. The action is terrible, and it lacks a flow, and the pacing seems off in the episode. None of the characters gripped me, and this is just a piece of shit from start to finish. And it's a shit start to a series, in all honesty. Anyway, that was just episode 1. Surely it gets better from here, right? Right?
Wrong!
Episode 2 begins with Holly addressing the class and telling them that they need to basically be good students. That's really the speech. Although, man, she is so casual in the way she is addressing the students. I really hate that. For God's sake, woman, you are the chancellor, a Starfleet captain, and the head of the school. You need to have some goddamn decorum when addressing your students. Show some formality. Anyway, while she is addressing the students, we get a montage of the EMH teaching the students that they will be looking after a specimen. And if it gets out and gets on you, you get a C. And the only way you fail is if it kills you. Awesome. Like I'd trust a group of retard, horny idiots to look after a deadly creature. We also get them being taught by a Vulcan as Caleb is being made fun of by Darren.
Is there a creation myth about a wise-ass space rat who put a state-of-the-art starship in danger just because he needed to call his mummy?
Oh, no, he didn't.
One about an overcompensating fish boy who was sad and lonely because he has a teeny tiny fish.
Ugh. Real classy, guys. We see that Earth also has a war college, and honestly, their black camo sort of outfits, it's not great, but I prefer it over the grey Starfleet outfits. Also, they do have a good sense of discipline compared to Starfleet, which I really like. So, we can make them the protagonist then. Like, I would prefer that. We see Laura address her students to teach them combat, and man, their combat gear is honestly utter embarrassing. It looks like reject Starship Trooper outfits. Like seriously, what the hell is even that? While addressing her students, she then tells them what this is all about. It's not about self-defense. She says it's, well, I'll let her say it, honestly, because I couldn't believe it myself.
This class is about me!
You fucking bint. I hope you get thrown out of the airlock. The fucking ego of her. Seriously. She then scares one of the students. And like, seriously, these are supposed to be the best of the best? So why the hell are they acting like this? She even runs like a little bitch as we finish up the rest of the captain's speech.
Boldly go where no one has gone before.
Shut your fucking pie hole, you bint! As she finishes by welcoming the cadets back to Starfleet Academy, yay, I guess, we get the opening titles and we see a small seed take shape into a tree as Starfleet is being rebuilt. See? See? It's symbolism. Do you get it, audience? Also, it didn't hit me upon rewatch, but there are, and I shit you not, 21 fucking producers. Now granted, some of them are supervising and co-producer credits, but fuck me. Why would you need 21 producers, including executive and freaking just normal producers? What the actual fuck, show? After the title credits, we get to see the fucking rock creature you see from Prodigy in here, and I'm glad that Prodigy gets some representation in here, I suppose. But man, it just looks so weird in live action. It still looks like a fucking cartoon. It's so stilted and doesn't feel real. We see Caleb, Sam, and Jayden hang out until they get assigned their rooms, where, man, Caleb gets this cringe line.
That's the definition of
Roommates.
fascism.
Motherfucker, what? What? Explain to me. Explain to me why having a roommate is the definition of fascism. Explain it to me how, you absolute moron, you fucking idiot. Caleb also wonders how anyone hooks up. I mean, yeah, how? There's no doorknob, so no sock on it, so fucking how? Caleb and Genesis, do some light flirting / banter, as it is revealed that Caleb and Darren are roommates. Lovely. This is some CW level bullshit right here. We then get the EMH. Holly and the fat, weird, impossible half-breed discussing details on what will be happening, as Laura tells Holly Hunter's character that the Betazoid delegation will be arriving, as after the burn, the Betazoids separated from Starfleet. This is wow. So I guess Riker's ancestors must have moved to the Betazoid quadrant. They then make their way to Holly's quarters as they hear Caleb and Darren complaining to one another as Holly addresses the both of them.
Mayor, stand at attention or leave.
Are you kidding? I'm sorry, but you can't demand discipline from your students if you do not instill discipline in your students. She is so blasé when it comes to formality that I don't blame Caleb. I mean, the way Holly treats her fucking chair is reason enough.
This is a dangerous mission, and it's likely one of us will be killed. My car broke down while I was on my way to give a speech about how TV keeps families together. Say, would you like to hear it?
When you are the head of Starfleet, an organization that has some level of roots within a militaristic background, you need to instill discipline and respect in order to follow a chain of command. But the way you treat your students and present yourself, and only now you want to instill discipline in one of your students? Yeah, conflicting messages here, Chancellor, you bloody hippie. Anyway, she sends Durham off and addresses Caleb personally, as we still see him be a cocky smartass. And man, if he did not have some semblance of connection to the Chancellor, his ass would be flamed by this point.
Still here because there's a system or two I haven't hacked yet.
What? Nothing.
Have some fucking dignity and learn to control your wise ass mouth, you bellend.
He needs his ass kicked.
For once, I agree with you, you genetic freak. The Betazoids seem to be bringing their young in order to show their, well, as the show puts it,
activism. Love it.
Oh fuck, this is going to be a return to the shit we get in Discovery levels of writing, isn't it? Fuck me, man. Anyway, we then see, oh for fuck's sake, she is walking around in her PJs and no shoes. And you wonder why Caleb doesn't have a sense of professionalism. You are the problem here.
Plus, sometimes I just need to let the little piggies out to pasture.
You were right, Peter. I've never felt so alive.
Jesus wept, man. What moron wrote this crap, man? Jesus. Holly then tells the head of the War Academy that she invited the kids in order to teach them, and it is to, well, have the appearance of social change. Oh, for fuck's sake, show. So she's giving off her reasons as to why the kids should be there, and the way she speaks to the head of the War Academy is so disrespectful. I just want to fucking slap that smug smile off her face. The head of the War Academy is telling her that children shouldn't be there because it is an important mission. But oh ho, Holly comes in with this banger of a line.
Children are our ambassadors to now, Commander.
I'm sorry. You mean the future, you moron? You are the ambassadors to now, you retard. Also, what is up with giving these kids a voice? I mean, they're just horny right now, and they're freaking morons, and they're hormonal. They're morons. Charlie Vance, I guess, agrees for some reason. He agrees with Holly. I don't know why. And Holly then slaps the War Academy's leader's arm so casually. I mean, I fucking hate her. She is so blasé, and she's not the right fit for Starfleet. She's just so casual, and I hate her for it. We then see a return of everyone's favorite Discovery lesbian moron character, whatever. Discovery's Tig Notaro returning once again as Jet Reno. To put delicately, I hate this cameo. Anyway, as she is teaching the class, she calls out Caleb for not wanting to pay much attention to her class. Honestly, I understand him because she is not an interesting teacher. The way she behaves does not inspire me, and it's just shitty. So yeah, short answer, I think Goja 5 is hotter than you, moron. She dresses him down, and yeah, fuck off, moron.
But what do I know? I'm old and boring.
Yes, I entirely agree. Anyway, Caleb bumps into Sam, which gets the goo stuff on him, and luckily a hologram is able to freeze it in order to save him. Jesus, who wrote this shit, man? He then exits and is able to overload a hologram, and an attractive lady talks to him.
Why are you climbing the fence?
Fenceonomics?
This is clearly trying to be a romantic moment between the two, and yeah, this episode is going to be a romance episode setup between the two, isn't it?
Yep.
He then gets jumped by a couple of Starfleet security officers as the Betazoid delegation arrives. And what a surprise! She is part of the Betazoid delegation. Anyway, the negotiations happen and the Betazoid ambassador wants to get a lot in return for them lowering the shields. And so the negotiations are on break due to the Betazoids wanting their conditions to be met, especially the ones that allows them to veto any race that wants to join the Federation. The girl then asks the ambassador, who is her father, if they could get a tour of the school, as the girl asks for Caleb. Why? I don't know. The main character syndrome? Caleb and Holly discuss a deal as he is as smug as ever. But yeah, he agrees to taking Tarima Sandel, the girl who has requested him, in order to gain access to 1 hour in the stellar cartography lab. And if he doesn't find it, he'll leave it to Holly. She agrees to his terms, and he dismisses himself.
You can't dismiss yourself.
If only you exuded an air of confidence, discipline, self-respect that will instill in your cadets. She then tells him of the stakes, and he is so sarcastic. I just want to punch him right in the face. He is so smug. And she later rolls her eyes like we are in the fucking sitcom or something. Like, Jesus Christ. We then go to the James Kirk Pavilion. Man, this just makes me miss classic Trek, man. Anyway, we see that... What?
Visit the newly reopened Repla Cafe for a complimentary espresso drink.
What the actual fuck is this? The Repla Cafe? What the actual fuck? This really is modern Trek. Who had the fucking idea to put in a goddamn coffee store in this? Jesus Christ, why would you put in a cafe in this? Because the writers can only think of what they know, so of course they put in a goddamn cafe like it's 2026 and not the 32nd century. For God's sake, show. Ugh. Anyway, Caleb and Tarima have some banter between each other. Now, I'm not saying it's great banter, but I will admit that Caleb and Tarima's actors have a warm enough chemistry that it's fine. It's not the worst, but they are fine together. They then get more emotional with one another as they talk about one another's backstories and sort of like that. Caleb is still guarded, but seems to be breaking down his walls with her.
Are you a whale? Are you an angel?
That is such a shit line, but, you know, it's still better than that Rings of Power line.
Do you know why a ship floats and a stone cannot?
Anyway, yada yada yada, more romantic garbage dribble until he takes her to the stellar cartography lab in order to find Goja 5. She then makes a deal with him that if he trusts her more by opening up, she will help him. He agrees and she gives him full access to Betazoid's governmental star charts.
Huh, that was easy.
So, with a flick of her bracelet, she is able to do this? How? Also, does she just already have that on her? Isn't that classified info? But I guess it pays off when your dad is literally the ambassador, so you get access to his shit as well, I guess. Anyway, he does the scan and lo and behold, he is able to find it. So, yay, I guess. They then head back to the negotiations, and things get a little heated, and appears to go, once again, nowhere. Now, usually in a classic Star Trek episode, these debates between two ideologies would be thoroughly and thoughtfully explored. There would be longer monologues, conversations, and actual discussions with one another about the pros and the cons of joining Starfleet and the Federation. But because the majority of this episode is dedicated to the relationship between Caleb and Tarima, we can't have that. Speaking of which, Caleb takes Tarima to Starfleet's underwater humpback display. Now, excluding the whole terrible CG whales, like, good God, it looks awful, I will admit, it's an alright moment. It's bleh, it's fine, but fuck me, man. This whole episode is relationship CW drama bullshit. This needs to be plot B and not plot A. Anyway, it looks like they're about to kiss. Yay, I guess. But they get cock-blocked by Charlie Boy and, of course, Mommy and Daddy. Well, that was awkward. Caleb then tries to explain to Holly that Goja 5 is real, but she is not having it. But like, dude, why not just say you have it in with the daughter? And if you are able to make progress that way, it would turn out better, right? Anyway, we get the EMH singing opera with an alien as they are having a party in honor of the Betazoids. Charles and Holly discuss how reckless Caleb acted.
Am I an optimist or a masochist?
You haven't murdered the kid yet, so that's a step.
Jesus.
They then talk with the Betazoid ambassador, and honestly, it's just not clever. It's about progress without change. It just kind of feels shallow. We get a moment with two characters I hate.
One-on-one, their best, our best, to the death.
What is wrong with you?
Holly then talks with the ambassador, more saying that if Starfleet was able to make up for their mistakes, then that's a good thing. Seriously, fuck off, lady. Anyway, we get this really awkward scene between Caleb and Tarima. It's just weird.
What the fuck am I watching?
What are you, fucking 2 years old? Anyway, Caleb then asks Tarima to head off as Genesis. Ugh. Side-eyes Tarima. Fuck, I can already see where this is coming in the future. Anyway, the two meet in the park as they do more romance, banter stuff, as she explains that the thing on her neck dampens her abilities because she feels more than the others, I guess. Caleb then slowly opens up to her about who he is looking for on Goja 5. But then she is acting all pissy at him, and she is wondering why he didn't tell her. Who trauma dumps on a first encounter? You're a fucking empath. If you feel his sadness, it really kills the mood on a first date. Anyway, relationship crap happens and they're on icy grounds now. It's blah blah blah. It's just more CW relationship bullshit. Seriously, even the CW would be like, hey, cut it out, guys. But whatever. They did it. They made some CW bullshit. The ambassador then asks why Caleb is even here, which I feel is a valid question. And he even further asks if Starfleet is lowering its standards in regards to Caleb. Again, another valid question. And he asks a ton of questions in regards to Caleb, how he was a criminal, and all of this in the greater universe. And honestly, I am with the ambassador's side on this, because considering that Caleb has a shady past, it honestly makes sense. However, Holly stands firm and basically backs him up. But like, when you have Caleb who has had a shady past, honestly, the ambassador is right. But Holly then pushes it a bit too far in regards to the ambassador keeping up their walls. And the ambassador is personally offended by it. And I guess, you know, he's so offended by it that he says that he will leave in the morning. Huh. Alright then. Well, that was a fun negotiation without being, well, diplomatic at all, even in the diplomatic room. Too bad it amounts to fucking nothing, and it is just pointless drama for the sake of pointless drama. It's the, oh no, shit's going to happen, but things are going to get better as we find a solution. We then get this, I guess, shot for the ladies, all 5 of them who are watching, Caleb shirtless. Holly then goes to talk with Caleb, and now she is offering him another chance to leave. Bitch, do you want him to stay or go? I'm fucking confused at this point with what you want to do. You flip-flop with your answers in regards to Caleb so many times, it's kind of baffling. They talk about his mom and it leads to a eureka moment. I don't know what that was, but it was something, apparently. Caleb then runs to talk with Tarima. It's the classic talk before the airport leaving cliche. Wow, so original. Anyway, he opens up about, well, all his trauma that he's gone through and blah, blah, blah. It's more trauma dumping on a girl and getting her on your side and seeing her their way. It's like blah, it's boring, it's bullshit. Anyway, he tries a ton to convince Tarima to get the ambassador back to the discussions one last time.
At least then you can go home knowing you gave your people every last chance.
He is obviously successful, and instead of Charles taking point on discussions, this time it's Holly, and she talks about moving forward and building the new seat of government on Beta Z. And this somehow convinces everyone in the room to stand, for some reason, I guess, what they want, and the ambassador agrees to the terms because I guess he's peer pressured. Wow, that was utterly pathetic. I can't believe it took only that to win him over. Jesus Christ, it seemed like a fucking kid wrote this on crayon and it's like, oh yeah, and the ambassador realizes he is wrong and therefore he realizes that he should join Federation because reasons. Like, really? Fucking, I have seen better writing on the fucking Lifeline sort of bullshit. You know those Lifetime shows? Now with the Beta Zs finally integrated or reintegrated into the Federation and Starfleet, Holly then gives all of the info on Goja 5 regarding Caleb's mother to him, and it gives him some semblance of hope in order to find his mom. Caleb then arrives back at his room as Tarima's brother and Darren work out together, and he eventually tells Caleb that shock, horror, drama, Tarima is actually on the war campus and gives something to her brother to give to Caleb. And I guess through Tarima's words or actions, I guess, and the choice to be a part of the war campus, he is now trying to improve by making his bed, and I guess he wants to be more disciplined and respectable to impress a girl. I think that's what they're going for. And that was episode 2 of Starfleet Academy. Holy fuck. I had less things to say about episode 2, but to be frank, it was boring. Good lord. It was relationship drama fest with a side of diplomatic crappy missions. And like, there are some obvious politics, sort of, well, subtle and obvious politics in regards to the whole wall up being up. But like, dear God, it's not handled well at all. And instead of the storyline being a half and half story, having proper discussions between two sides' point of view in order to find a mutual agreement, the majority of it was with two characters in a will they won't they romance that doesn't end successfully in this episode, but is just future setup. I will say, I guess it's a positive in regards to Caleb and Tarima. It had some semblance of a relationship. I wouldn't say it's good, but like, they are fine, I guess. I don't think it was great, I don't think it was atrocious, but man, this was so shitty. It was so boring. At least with episode 1, shit happens. If it is a it was a bunch of stupid shit, but at least something happened. It was a bunch of stupid crap. And the good vibes keep on coming with the next episode, as it starts off with Darren doing a personal log as he wakes up early and does his morning routine of being an absolute dude bro. You know, exercise and protein shakes and all that crap, while the others sleep. Genesis bumps into Darren, and it just establishes that this episode will be about these two in particular, and their inevitable butting rivalry. Oh joy, just what I wanted in Star Trek. Pointless competitions between characters in regards to physical prowess and bullshit like this. Petty rivalries instead of actual debates and squabbles between characters on a much more intellectual level. And literally, it just comes down to the fact that, well, this will just show how badass our main female lead will be in this show. I mean, let's be honest, that's what they're going for. Anyway, we then get the two schools, the War College and the Starfleet Academy, training in the same room. Why? I don't understand. Because, like, shouldn't they have, like, different facilities? I mean, sure, they may be in the same campus area, but, like, surely there should be, like, two gyms to separate them, but I guess if they want to be closer together, fair enough, but, like, you'd think they would have, like, two different training sections. One for the War Campus, which is more militaristic in style, and the Starfleet Academy, which has some militaristic aspects, but is more on the, I guess, physical attribute sort of side of things. Laura, the, well, you know, that fat, white, weirdo Klingon, weird hybrid moron thing, is overseeing physical ed. No, that's not a joke, that's literally what happens.
What is this? Is this a tea party? Get out! Do you want to be here? Let's go! Down! To the left, cadet! To the left! Show me you're worthy of this uniform!
Oh, fuck off!
You know what, Laura? I want you to do some of these, fatty. Go on. Do it. Do it, you fucking fatty moron. Just do it. I dare you. I double dare you. I bet you can't even do a fucking push-ups because you've been too busy eating too much fucking donuts while sitting on your couch next to your fucking, I don't know, cat, you fucking moron. Caleb then beats one of the War College's students in climbing rope, but they are very pissy about it. I don't know why, but whatever. We get some more Caleb and Tarima stares. Oh, joy. And our protagonists, except our Klingon, sign up to join the Calica team, essentially the jocks of the school. Yay! The War College then throws a ball at Caleb. Why? I don't know. And there goes all my respect about the whole discipline for the War College. I mean, seriously, I actually thought they were cool and they were above that sort of shit. But no, they are more immature than fucking Starfleet. Wow, you are absolutely pathetic. Anyway, it seems like it's going to be a Starfleet vs. War College episode. Just what I really wanted.
Kill me. We're nearly done. Jesus.
Anyway, Laura interrupts and like, wow, I have never felt so embarrassed to be a Star Trek fan. Like, this is like actually embarrassing. We then get...
Ah, damn. I'm scarred.
I don't want to.
Like, seriously, what the fuck are you doing here? We have the two dudes be jacked and shirtless. The main girl, Genesis, I mean, yeah, she's attractive in that attire, and she's alright. But the hologram...
We prefer photonics.
Sure, Jan.
The hologram is a fat as fuck thing. I'm just calling it out. And it is honestly just embarrassing. It is fucking embarrassing. It feels like, oh, we have a hot lady in here. Let's not promote unhealthy standards, so put the fatty there. Congrats. The scene has basically Darren tell a bit more about his personal life and that he's bisexual, and he's your typical frat boy who likes to also touch other guys. Cool, I guess. And all of a sudden, they get teleported throughout the campus.
Oh boy. Okay. Whoa, that's a lot.
Oh, okay. Alright, show. Oh, okay. I get it. It's cool to objectify the guy like that, but why is there no naked women? Seriously, I demand equality. Do it right now, show, you coward. It's then revealed that the War Academy pranked them. Oh, for fuck's sake. What are we doing? A goddamn fucking prank war episode? Come the fuck on, man. What are we, teenagers? This is supposed to be, the best of the best training together in order to be the best of the best to inspire the next generation. And we're doing petty fucking prank squabbles. I'm honestly at a shocked. I'm shocked for words right now. It's literally laughable seeing this shit. I'm honestly fucking embarrassed being a Star Trek fan. It sucks. We then have our oh god. Well, Holly is watching the latest advert for Starfleet Academy, and like, it's advertising for a goddamn high school. It's, my god, when I say it's embarrassing, it's shit like this that's embarrassing. Anyway, the Oversight Committee is coming to inspect Starfleet, and the War College, as Laura advises Holly on what to do, and she is so blasé about it. I fucking hate it, in all honesty. It's so fucking god.
They shenaned once, they'll shenan again.
Well done.
Kill yourself.
Holly is for the whole, oh, let the kids solve their own frickin' battles, as Laura demands actions. And while I do not like Laura as a character, I think she's illogical and she's way too overweight to be a half Klingon, half Jem'Hadar hybrid sort of thing, and that makes no sense either. But at least she has the right goddamn idea. As for the Chancellor herself, she is such a freaking hippie, it's absolutely goddamn ridiculous. And like, it's hard to take her seriously. And then they gossip about the War College head leader guy, that he has a freaking tea fetish. No, I'm serious. They actually say that he has a tea fetish. Like, what?
And that whole tea fetish. Tea fetish.
Holly then talks with our main class of morons, idiots, retards, and horny dumbasses, and essentially teaches them botany. I'm sure this won't be relevant later or have any impact on the arc or whatever you want to call it, story later on. No, nothing whatsoever. Anyway, she teaches them to, well, grow the goddamn things, but like, these things look like rejected plants from the Harry Potter series. It's that embarrassing. Genesis, recruits Caleb to be on her side when competing for captain against Darren, and he reluctantly accepts as she uses his crush for Tarima as a way to get him on board, as Tarima seems to be into sports. Laura establishes the rules of Kalika, and it's essentially each team has a mascot, and for a team to win, they must shoot the mascot. But that's for later. As for now, Laura establishes a race to the bells. Each bell gets a point and gets people closer to becoming captain of the team. Make sense?
No.
They then establish it to be like laser tag, but like, would they even have laser tag in the far future of the 32nd century? I don't think so. Anyway, it turns out it's not like laser tag.
No shit!
Anyway, it just shows that only 8 of our cadets will make it through to becoming players themselves. They then compete as Darum and Genesis are neck and neck, as Laura then introduces their Kalika weapons, which is essentially a portable transport weapon. Neat, I suppose. Pretty lame, but still neat. Also, Caleb shows up, and yeah, as soon as he comes in, Caleb does all these amazing action hero things, and honestly, I think he should be in the war campus. I know he probably wouldn't like it, or he probably wouldn't stay, but put some discipline in him, and he may actually become a competent warrior. But he then gets disqualified by breaking one of the robots. Even though it's supposed to teach you to fight in an actual combat zone, but whatever, I guess. I suppose, you know, breaking things is a bit too far, but whatever. You know, it's supposed to train you for combat, as Laura said, but fuck it, I suppose. Caleb and Jaden are chatting until Caleb sees Tarima, so he gets his bro Jaden to distract the War College guys who are walking by. But, like, why? It makes zero sense. Why would they even care? Is it just because that they are in different campuses? If so, that's lame. And it leads to this, oh my god, utter crap scene where Jaden quote unquote distracts them with, oh Christ, I can't believe I'm saying this, but Klingon humor.
Waiter, what is this rat doing in my haute maitre?
Caleb and Tarima flirt against each other as Caleb is salty that Tarima chose the War College.
After everything that we've been through.
Everything?
Holy hell, man. This is so freaking gay. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Cringy romance dialogue here and there. As Tarima leaves, she steals a move from Sigourney Weaver. You know, show, when Alien Resurrection did it better than you, you know,
you done fucked it up!
Of course, our main protagonists make it through to the next round. However, Genesis and Darum tie on the leaderboard, so they will be competing to decide who will be the captain. So it's who can take out the most amount of targets. They are pretty evenly matched until Darum uses her father against her and just throws her off. It's a dick move, but it got the job done. So fair play to the guy. I mean, he had tactical information that will immobilize an enemy. When you are going into a hostile situation, you need to make sure all of your personal affairs are in order. Or you need to make sure you are able to control them. Otherwise, your emotions will take over and will cloud your judgment. And when you are training for war, you need to make sure you are at your best. Darum wins and is celebrating as the war campus uses the footage from the Calica training feed, and it's so embarrassing. Like, seriously, how immature, guys. I actually liked the war campus guys because they seem to have a sense of command structure and discipline. But now that we reveal them to be immature pranksters, it's like, seriously, guys? But anyway, Darum is cocky and heads over to the war students who are watching and mocking them. Caleb stops Darum from being even more of a hothead as Darum challenges them to some Calica. Oh my god, is this how we are getting action in this episode? Fuck me, man. This is so just, oh my god, I can't believe I keep using this word, but it's just embarrassing that they are using this as a way to throw in some fucking action scenes. Good god, Kurtzman. Holly then meets with the head of the war campus, the chancellor of the war campus, and he has like a super duper biometric security system scanning bullshit thing. But like, you'd think in the future you'd have more than that, like a, I don't know, you'd think you would have more than just an eye scan. Why not have a DNA spit scan, a blood scan, fuck, even a penis scan? The list goes on, man. And oh my god, are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? What the hell? Seriously, what the actual hell? Holly, wear some fucking shoes, you godless hippie. She then checks out stuff around his home and lounges about like it's her own fucking home. Jesus Christ, lady. I just want to slap her. Just wants this fucking bitch.
Put yourself in their shoes. This is only gonna get worse.
You don't say. You don't say.
Holly is there because, gasp, shock, horror, he is the one who helped the war students get access to the footage. Jesus, really? What the actual hell? Why is a grown-ass teacher helping with freaking pranks? And like, why is the other teacher also encouraging it? Like, why are the teachers even involved? Are you actually stupid or something? They both fucking suck and I hate the both of them. Seriously, show. Anyway, Holly then tells him, well, or rather gives him a chance to stand down as he rejects it, and Holly bites back with the most embarrassing line I probably have ever heard in the longest time. It's genuinely, like, shocking.
My 12 to 6 is your 6 to 12. So think about that.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Darum then gets everyone in to help him in taking down the war campus. Genesis leaves because she is still salty. Fine, go then, you miserable bitch. They set up the atrium to be the battlefield as they split it up into halves, as Darum assembles a plan which basically puts him as, well, the star jock player. Wow, fucking genius, man, but whatever, you do you. Genesis, then shows up to help the team fight off the enemy. Swell, I'm sure this will go swimmingly. And to put it bluntly, Starfleet get their asses kicked. I will say, I do like this moment in the episode. Again, I'm not saying it's good, but I'm glad he did shoot her ass. Anyway, long story short, it's 3-0. And Darum, well, he punched one of their opponents, so he's pretty much out for the rest of the point. So Genesis comes up with a new strategy. It's probably the most rule-breaking one they do, but still, if this is a war zone, I would give them, I guess, a brownie point or two of thinking outside the box, I guess. So, congrats. Again, I guess, you know, you guys cheated, but whatever. Anyway, Sam fakes being Ocam. Oh, did I forget to mention him? Yeah, that's Tarima's brother's name. Anyway, while distracting them, Caleb snipes them one by one, and Genesis gets their first point. And on all honesty, who cares? It's still 3-1. Celebrate when you win, you frickin' retards. Darum then gives Genesis the team. Seriously? What a sore fucking loser. It's fucking lame, bro. What a whiny, mopey little bitch. You earned your spot. Fucking claim it. Stop being a, oh, actually, I have to hand it off. But whatever, you loser. But before he could leave, the weird hybrid Jem'Hadar Klingon thing, Laura, and Tig, I'm from Discovery, I'm considered a legacy character, show up to school them as the kids go see the Chancellor. While she is in her, in her fucking PJs. Again, freaking wear your Starfleet uniform and sit at your desk when addressing them. For fuck's sake, woman. She's then saying a bunch of cringy shit like a fucking loony.
Is anybody listening? Patience and empathy. These are strategies.
Are your pajamas covered in little accordions?
They are tiny warp cores. You want to say something cute about it? Show some growth.
Growth!
honey. That's not...
As the kids are walking to their rooms, a Starfleet teacher goes by with the plants that the Chancellor was talking about earlier, as they then find another way to prank them, then out fighting them every step of the way. Darren then goes to see Tig, and basically it's just to see in regards to any message that their mom and dad has sent to him, and turns out it was nothing. And Tig tells them, don't worry about them. Seriously, don't worry. And essentially, get over your parental issues. Gee, great advice, lady. Oh, and Tig and that frickin' whale thing, you know, the half-breed thing, are dating.
I'm sorry, kitten. My bad.
You know,
Why are you doing this in front of a student? You should act professionally while on the job. And then, when you have a moment alone, you can address it in a private conversation. That is how things work. That's how freaking things work. I remember in my school, there were two teachers who were married. And you don't see them going up to each other while in front of students and flirting like this. Not once. Not whatsoever. This will not happen. Stop doing this, Kurtzman Trek. The crew then recruit the Klingon in, well, this whole event, since they are not fighting. Darum then talks with Genesis, and basically comes clean with mom and dad issues. And they make up. It's so fucking half-assed and so freaking lame, it's just honestly pathetic. They then do a heist montage like it's fucking Ocean's 11. Too bad I don't like any one of the cast in terms of their acting or character ability in this, and it doesn't have the same energy, flow, or pacing like a Steven Soderbergh has when it comes to directing the Ocean's movies. So it comes across in this as honestly pathetic, and I hate it. Anyway, the plan is for Darren to get the War Moron's DNA. No, not like that, you weirdo. No, he is going to touch him in order to get a DNA sample to replicate an eye. Maybe you were right. Jaden then uses the DNA to replicate the eye. I don't know how touching his skin is how you are able to do it, but whatever. Caleb then breaks in using the outfit that the war campus uses for their mascot, as he uses the eye to gain access to the War Moron's room. He then disables the security, which lasts 60 seconds as Sam then sprays the stuff for plants under each of the students' rooms. However, Genesis says that she super juiced the sprays to be more potent, and with that, Caleb just needs to get the hell out of there.
You'll need to haul ass and make sure you don't get caught.
Hi, Caleb.
Oh my god! You just had one freaking job. Just one job. Just one job. Just one freaking job. That's all you had, Caleb. And you fucked it up. Seriously. How can you do that? Seriously, dude.
You blew it! You had it all and you blew it!
They then talk, and it's pretty much wraps up the drama for their romance, I suppose. It's so cringy romance dialogue schlock, man.
I think I'm getting the picture.
I didn't choose the war college because of you.
Jesus, what the actual hell, man. She then sets off the alarm.
This isn't over.
That's for sure.
Well, at least there is some progress in this show. Too bad it's in regards to their frickin' relationship instead of the actual storyline. Darum then gets Caleb, as he kinda knew that he would need help. Like, how? I don't know, I guess he read the script or something. Anyway, the war kids wake up the next day to find that their rooms are now infested with Poison Ivy's wet dream. Anyway, because the plants are protected under some hippy-dippy greeny fucking law act, they cannot be disturbed until they are adults. So Starfleet won the prank war, I guess. Fucking yay. This is so stupid, man. Caleb then talks to Holly and essentially confronts her with all the hints she's been dropping throughout the episode, I guess, as she is spinning around in her chair like a fucking wine mom, finding out her husband is away on business so that she can bang the frickin' gardener.
Why does everything have to be a full-on lesson in this place?
Because it's a school, Caleb.
You know, when I see dialogue like this, I remember the scene of Cisco coming clean in his personal log, then deleting it. I remember Kirk stopping Bones from saving Edith Keeler and preserving the timeline. I remember the scene where Picard is so thoroughly broken by the Cardassians in an interrogation torture that in private he tells Deanna Troi that he did indeed see 5 lights. These are just some of the moments I think of when thinking Star Trek. In what world is this?
Because it's a school, Caleb.
And this the same thing?
All it cost was the life of one Romulan, Senator. One criminal.
And if I had to do it all over again, I would.
Oh! 4 lights!
I believed that I could see 5 lights.
Do you know what you just did?
He knows, Doctor. Let's get the hell out of here.
She then pulls a bullshit analogy out of her fucking ass and really forces the surrogate mother-son bullcrap. More treating chairs and tables like a fucking godless hippie would as the she-devil apologizes to Holly. Oh, and Darren comes to the end of his character arc, I guess for the episode, as they all get their super awesome leather jackets like they are greases or something. Also, red on red is just too much red. Just saying. And also, is it just me, or does the jackets just remind you of, well, something from a better show? Yeah, nah, mate. It's drawing a blank on me. And that's it. Fuck it, man. I'm calling it for this video. This shit was so ass, and I'm calling it. Like, what the actual hell?
I'm done. You hear me?
I mean, what else is there to say, man? They just keep topping every episode.
Say that again?
Every goddamn episode just keeps getting worse, man.
Oh, that makes sense.
Like, I'm genuinely not even kidding. How is it that in every episode it keeps getting worse? This episode is so shit. It's worse than the last two. Like, holy hell, man. The romance with Caleb and Tarima is put on the back burner, so that's good, but there is some progress, I guess. So lovely. Our relationship drama gets some progress. The who wants to be the captain of the team bullshit feels like something from a shitty high school show that the CW rejected. The dialogue and acting is still shockingly bad. The fact that the teachers get in on the pranking is actually really laughable. The war school is now a bunch of pranksters. So thanks for being pathetic losers in this. Oh, and yeah, Laura and Tig are in a relationship. Like, fucking what, mate? I guess I might as well ask, but how do they fuck? I mean, what is Tig gonna do with her? since she has no parts down there? Is it all down to Laura to do all the work in the physical department?
It just raises too many questions.
And you know what? Maybe I just don't want to know the answer this time. Because, man, this was so shit of an episode, and it is the worst one thus far. Like, it's genuinely fucking impressive how it has gone so fucking low. It is the worst one by a fucking mile. And if the trajectory of this fucking show is anything to be believed, then holy fucking shit, man. The next episode is gonna be worse, and it's just gonna keep going down, down, down to the bottom of fucking hell. It's absolutely terrible, and I fucking hate this show. It is absolutely blowing my mind how freaking anyone at Paramount can greenlight this shit. This is the same company that comes to you with the freaking Taylor Sheridan shows, and those are pretty consistent. Say what you will about the shows in general, if you like them or not, but you cannot deny that there is some semblance of quality, and there is some semblance of a unique aspect to it. And it's relatively cheap. It's cheap because it doesn't have to rely on so much CGI bullcrap. Seriously, fuck this show. I am so out of here. Like, genuinely, I'm so out of here. Fuck this. You know what? Move on to the overall thoughts. Go on. Go, 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 go. Transition time. Overall, Star Trek Starfleet Academy is honestly, it's a terrible show. It is a failure on pretty much every conceivable level. There were like a couple of things I thought were passable, I guess, but for the rest of it, I thought it stinks. And the fact this is getting a second season is really depressing to me. There is nothing Star Trek about this. It is a joke of a show, and the ridicule it is getting online is justified. And I honestly cannot describe the words in regards to this show, because honestly, I tried to go in this with an open mind. I really did. You know, I would say the trailers, you know, were not into me. I even did a trailer reaction and I didn't like it. But when I came to the episode, I was like, you know what? I'll give it a shot. I hope that it can win me over. And it just couldn't. The show is bad. Writing, directing, acting, story progression, character motivation. It just does not work. And the comedy in this is honestly baffling, and it comes across like a sitcom at times. It's just not good at all. I give Star Trek Starfleet Academy Episode 1 a 20 beers out of 10. And I give Episode 2 a 30 beers out of 10. And finally, Episode 3 a 40 beers out of 10. It is some of the worst Star Trek, the worst sci-fi, the worst television I have ever seen. I will be covering this weekly, so stay tuned for episode 4. And as always, everyone, take care and have a good one, everyone.